Alright, store 2851, customer Scruggs. This is their kitchen installation. Let's start with this side. This is a 37 refrigerator opening. Here's a refrigerator cabinet. Here is the pantry. We had to install the rollout trays. I'm not sure if it's included with the pricing or not, but please check for labor. Alright, let's discuss this whole situation real quick. So on the plans, it showed a 3-inch filler to start off with, and then moving on with that. If you can see, I did a 1-inch filler, and we're pretty close to that switch already. So that's one thing I had to change here, is we had to do a 1-inch filler on that side instead of a 3, and it worked out pretty well. Here is this whole section. Start with here. Next time we come out, we're going to cut out, the customer's going to have the range, hopefully, for us, and the oven, and we'll cut out the opening for them. Here is the cooktop cabinet. And then here's the microwave cabinet. Ran the plug through. The wire obviously was right here, so I asked permission to the customer first before I did this, and they were okay with this, and they're gonna repair this after we're gone. So let me just go through all the functions real quick, and then I'll tell y'all what's going on. Alright, let's start with this. We need shelf clips. They did not send shelf clips with this cabinet. So a pack of shelf clips. And I'll show you the kind that they're using for this. It's these right here. 4 come in a pack, so we need actually 3 packs for that cabinet. We also need restrictor clips. We need a pack of restrictor clips. I'm not sure this is, here, let me show you. Let me see if I can see. I think this is Salis hinges. So we need hinge restrictor clips for the hinges Salis. So this door facing this way is actually how it was on the plans. So we went as how it was on the plans. So that's a designer thing. This is good. So restrictor clips, hinge restrictor clips, shelf pins. As you can see, they did not send a shelf for this cabinet. So this is let's see, it's a 33 blind corner cabinet, so we need a shelf for that. Let's go over the function here. We made the best with what was here. Everything worked out fine. So what we had to do, this is not part of the plan. The plan had a 2-inch filler, which was definitely not going to work. And the filler, kind of ended right here. So definitely not a good idea. So what we did was we actually had enough material. They actually sent another dishwasher panel. So what I did was, I had to take the magic filler, the 6-inch filler, and rip it down to 3.5. This actually was 3.5 spacing. And I also had to put a 3-inch filler on this side. So I'm not sure what happened with the measurements, but it all worked out at the end. So basically what I did was put a dishwasher panel here, ripped it down, kind of made it look like a end of end of the cabinet, so that's good to stay. Also, let's go over here. On the plans, literally, they had this corner and this corner touching, which is a big no-no in cabinetry, because you can see that this is a drawer. That would never work. So it has to be a 27 by 27. So corner. So we had to do that in the field because the design was not functional. So what that did was this pushed it out 3 inches. And so it pushed it out 3 inches both ways. So the 15-inch cabinet, we're going to have to reorder a 15-inch the 15-inch cabinet. I'm not sure. The space that we have here now is 27 and a half. So you do that with, well, so whatever cabinet fits will make this space work. So it still has to be 21 inches deep. That was pretty good. 21 inches deep. Yep. So maybe a 24 with a 3-inch filler. That would work. So we just have to reorder. The 15-inch cabinet was just too small to make work with the fillers. They did not send a whole 8-foot panel for the back. They sent 2 4-foot panels. So we weren't able to put the back on for the dishwasher. You can still see I have shims there because I glued this to the floor, so I'm letting it dry before I break off the shims. Let's talk about the sink. So we had to make a huge trap door for this kitchen sink, for the plumbing for the kitchen sink, because first off, they had this plumbing with the valve that was extremely hard to get through the cabinet, and both of their valves are below the cabinet floor. So in order for their plumber to work on it, I had to make this huge trap door. It works out at the end because we'll put the trap door back after everything's raised, and then she actually ordered a silicone mat. So we'll install the silicone mat as well, and that should hold up pretty well. So this is our dishwasher opening, 24 1/8. So that works out. So had to make some few adjustments to the design, like the corner, the spacing here. This only works. This corner cabinet only works right here, and this was as far as I could. I could have pulled it because of this whole situation going on. If I pulled it any further, it would have went more. It would have went into the door trim, further into the door trim. So this is the closest I can get to the cabinet. This only works because the cooktop's going here, and this is just a faux drawer, and there's no handles going on here. So that's the only reason this works. So got pretty lucky there. But other than that, I think we're pretty good on material still. Well, I say that. We need to order a skin, an 8-foot skin, a 4x8 skin for the back of this. That would be perfect. I'm pretty sure we have enough fillers to finish this little section. When we come back, we'll run the quarter round. I didn't run the rest of the quarter round because we'll have to do this quarter round when we come back. So other than that, I think we're Here's my crown. I think we're pretty good with okay. So the skins, we need to order a new cabinet, a larger cabinet, maybe a 24-inch. I see that working well. Restrictor clips and shelf pins. So that's the things I could think of. All right. Actually, we do have a shelf for this. They did not send a shelf for this. So this is a 36-inch sink base. So it's 36 inches. So we need a shelf for this. The customer does want one for this. We do need shelf pins for this cabinet as well because they didn't send any. So shelf pins for this, shelf pins for that, for the 30-inch cabinet. And I think that really wraps up this install. Yeah, all right.